Good evening, YouTube, and welcome back to another edition of Paisano's Music and Vinyl Talk. I am your host, Paisano. Tonight, talking about one of my favorite British groups of all time, and I know I'm not alone in that regard, and that group is Queen, in their 1977 album called News of the World. Now, if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you've been watching some of my videos and you're not yet subscribed, please do. I'd appreciate it very much. And, I don't know, hit notifications and you'll be notified every time Paisano has a record to talk about. That aside, this is the follow-up to 1976's Day at the Races. And punk was kind of rearing its ugly head around this time, and Queen chose to strip things down a bit and go for a more straight ahead rock sound, and I think it served him well. I mean, this is really a great Queen album, true Queen album, much in the same way that Night at the Opera and Day at the Races were. This is just an extension of that, and it produced a couple of stone cold classics that are heard every day on the classic rock stations. And we'll discuss that when we go over the track listing. You'll notice the cover is very sci-fi. It some kind of robotic monster grabbing a hold of some people here, some unfortunate souls. I got this album, I think, from my ex-brother-in-law. I think I may have bought it off him at one point. If that's not the case, I have no idea where I got it from. I've had it for quite a while. And I listened to it from start to finish this week for the first time in forever. And it was an enjoyable listen. The record has, the usual slight crackle to it, but no skips, and played very well, and I enjoyed it. Let us go over the track listing. Actually, let's open it up and see what's going on here. Oh, our friend, the robotic monster, has expanded his reign of terror. Eek! Lots of people panicking and running for their lives. That's some unique artwork. I don't know who did the artwork, but that's pretty out there. Track listing goes like this. Starts off with We Will Rock You. This is where We Will Rock You come from. Followed up by We Are the Champions. And those two are played every single day on every rock radio station, coast to coast and around the world. Actually, We Are the Champions was the first single off the album, and We Will Rock You was the B-side of the single. That's followed by a Roger Taylor written song called Sheer Heart Attack, which was the title of a 1974 Queen album. I think it was recorded. I think I read that it was recorded around that time, but just wasn't included on the album for whatever reason. And Roger Taylor does sing the chorus of this, I believe. The rest is sung by Freddie Mercury. This album is also notable for this album not being like entirely Freddie Mercury and Brian May. John Deacon has a couple of songs on here that were written by him, as does Roger Taylor. That's followed by All Dead, All Dead, a ballad of sorts about a lost love by Freddie Mercury, written by Brian May, sung by Freddie Mercury. Spread Your Wings, good rock and roll song, written by John Deacon. Fight from the Inside, written by Roger Taylor. Side 2, Get Down, Make Love. That's one you'll hear from time to time on the radio. Classic Queen. Sleeping on the Sidewalk, written and sung by Brian May. Who Needs You, song written by John Deacon. It's Late, written by Brian May. And finishes with My Melancholy Blues, another stripped down song, just piano and Freddie Mercury. I think Brian May actually plays piano on All Dead, All Dead. Freddie Mercury, very valuable member of any band that he would ever be in. Just fantastic. And like I said in a previous Queen review, probably the most educated and intelligent rock star ever. He was an astrophysicist, and just a very bright guy. Interviews always very straight to the point, and one heck of a guitar player. One heck of a guitar player. You know instantly it's Brian May when he hits that first note. Unmistakable guitar sound. What else do I have to say about this? The Queen was on a pretty torrid schedule at this point. They were cranking out an album a year between 74 and 80, really. I mean, maybe even beyond that. I mean, they had a very, very good run. And they kind of dried up in the 80s, and they had a big comeback at Live Aid, turning in one of the greatest live performances ever in rock history at Live Aid. And Freddie Mercury sadly passed away in 1991, I believe. All right. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. What will Paisano dig up next week? Tune in, find out. Thank you, YouTube. Good night.